Welcome to you all. We'll begin in just a moment or two. Welcome to you all. We'll be beginning our quiz in 3 or 4 minutes. Welcome to you all. I hope you've had a good week and looking forward to the weekend. Welcome. Welcome, Fiona. Hello. And to Cameron. And if anyone else has access to the live chat, do tell us where you are joining us from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sheila's back for another win tonight, eh? Welcome. Welcome to you all. Welcome Marjorie and Carol from Perth and Edinburgh. Welcome, welcome. And George and Eunice in Dalgety Bay. Excellent. It's a minute or two until 7 o'clock, and I'm sure there's some others still joining us. Oh, Maisie the dog's joining us too from Acharacal. She might be able to help. She might. Are you able to see the live chat? If you're not actually within YouTube, then you might be able to click on the YouTube icon. It's probably bottom right of the video screen that will take you into YouTube, and then you'll be able to see the live chat as well. If you would like to be able to share in that way, and you can tell us how you are scoring. We can see who's winning. Okay. Oh, Mark, welcome from Sheffield. Hope all went well with the move down there. Good to see you there. Well, you'll see me in a moment. I can't see you, of course. Excellent. Well, it's 7 o'clock. We'll begin the quiz proper in a moment or two. Hope you've all had a really good week, and that you're keeping up with all the changes and chances of this fleeting world. Lots of things changing around the regulations and the things that we are allowed to do as we are able to enjoy encounters with no more than 6 people from 2 household groups. We are able to progress with some of the plans to gather for worship in the churches. In the last 2 Sundays, we've been able to have a service first at Ardgour and then last Sunday at Kingairloch Church, and on Sunday coming at Strontian. And if you are in the area and would like to join us, do be in touch. Numbers will be strictly limited. Okay, I think we are ready to roll, and we can make a start. I'm just needing to plug something in here so that all this works for us. Yeah, excellent. Oops. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to our online quiz this evening. And we have, as usual, 50 questions in 10 rounds, 5 questions in each round. You can give yourself 2 points for a completely correct answer, and 1 point at your own discretion if you think you were kind of right but not quite. And no cheating, no Googling. You are allowed to phone a friend. Phone them and ask why they're not online on the quiz themselves. And maybe they'll know the answer to some questions. Lots of fun, I hope. No prizes, but lots and lots of fun. And if you do enjoy the quiz tonight, then you might want to make a wee donation either to one of the church congregations here or somewhere near you, or I'll say a wee bit more later on about the Strontian Community School Build project that is still in need of a few pounds, and more of that in a moment. Hello and welcome. That's the name of the first round of 5 questions. Hello and welcome. So, have you got pen and paper at the ready, or a tablet and stylus, or whatever you need to record your answers? And the first round is called Hello and Welcome. And you're going to see hello and welcome in 10 different languages. And then I'm going to ask you 5 questions about hello and welcome. Are you recognizing all the languages as they appear there? And number 10. Hello and welcome. And the first question is, which one of those is hello and welcome in Gaelic? Which one is hello and welcome in Gaelic? Okay. And question number 2, I'd like to know, how might Sandy Toksvig greet you and say hello and welcome? How might Sandy Toksvig greet you? That was question number 2. And number 3, I would like you to tell me which one of those is hello and welcome in Japanese. Bonus points if you can pronounce it. Okay, that was question number 3. Question 4. What language is number 7? What language is number 7? Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. If you've just joined us, you'll get a chance to catch up in just a moment. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Question number 5, the final question in this round is which number is hello and welcome in Portuguese? Which one of those is hello and welcome in Portuguese? So that was round 1, and I'll do a quick recap for those who have just joined us and those who are still puzzling it out. I want to know which phrase, which of the 10 hello and welcome phrases there is the Gaelic. Question 2, how might Sandy Toksvig greet you? Question 3 is which one of those is Japanese? Question 4, which language is number 7? And question number 5, which one of those is hello and welcome in Portuguese? So that was round number 1. And I'll give you a moment and then we will go to the answers. So how do you think you all did? Anyone going to put in the live chat, I've got them all right? Give you just a moment or two to pluck up the courage to type that in, and then we'll go to the answers. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for some answers? And here they are. Now, yeah, the Gaelic was number 1. Hello, Agus Falcha. Sandy Toksvig, her first language is Danish, and she might have given you the rendering at number 9. The third question, the answer was the third the third phrase there was, of course, the Japanese. And yeah, if you can pronounce that, well done to you. Number 4 was, of course, French. And number 5, I was asking which one was the Portuguese. And that was the 8th one. The 8th one. Well done. And I see from the chat, Carol says she knows number 6, and that would have been Chichewa, yeah, from Malawi and other parts of Africa around there. Excellent. Oh, Fiona, well done. We've got a 10 out of 10, first ever. Fiona, I'm going to let you into a wee secret. One of the rounds that's coming up soon, you'll get 10 out of 10 as well, because it's the Bible round. I've held off from the Bible round for 6 months now, but it sneaks in tonight, and I'm sure you'll do very well. So that was round number 1, and we've got some good scores there, some 8s and some 10s being reported there. Excellent. And do you know what all the other ones were, just for fun bonus points? Let's see if I can... yeah, we had the Gaelic, we had Hebrew, we had Japanese, Spanish, and now number 5. Anyone know that one? I should have asked about that one. That's Esperanto. And number 6 is Chichewa, and number 7 is French. 8 was the Portuguese, the Danish, and German there. Okay, so moving on, or moving back in time to history. And we've got 5 questions on history coming along. So are we all ready for another round? Okay. In which year did the Scottish army led by Robert the Bruce defeat the English at Bannockburn? Year for the Battle of Bannockburn. Okay, question 2. Sir Isaac Newton gave up his scientific inquiries at Cambridge after he was made warden of which institution? Sir Isaac Newton gave up his scientific inquiries at Cambridge after being made warden of which institution? Must have been a lot more money in it for him. Okay, are we ready for another one? Just in case anyone thought question number 1 was a bit biased. Which battle, fought on the 9th of September 1513, saw James IV of Scotland killed and the Scottish army annihilated by the English? Okay, ready for another one? Question 4. In 1534, who was declared to be the supreme head on earth of the Church of England? (1534). Who was declared, or declared himself, supreme head on earth of the Church of England? And the final question, question number 5. John Brown, the Queen's Highland servant, was which Queen's servant? So that was our history round, and you should have 5 right answers. Well, you should have 5 answers. Maybe you've got them all right. Who's on a roll? 20 points at this stage. We'll find out in a moment. Are you ready for the answers? Are you ready? Okay, here goes. 1314, Battle of Bannockburn. The Royal Mint was where it's Isaac Newton, a mental bloke who I'd asked the question about then. Yes, the Royal Mint. Hence my wee clue that probably didn't help you. There must have been more money in it for him. But yes, Isaac Newton gave up his scientific inquiries to go and be the warden of the Royal Mint. The Battle of Flodden was what we were looking for number 3. Henry VIII, of course, was declared to be the supreme head on earth of the Church of England, and Queen Victoria had the Highland servant, John Brown. So that was the history round, and have we got anyone with, oh dear Cameron, 2 out of 10? Yeah, well, I mean, you youngsters, there's more history for you to know about, or something like that. Okay, some of the older folk aren't doing much better. Okay, have we got any 16 or more in total at the end of our 2 rounds? Oh, Sheila's on 16. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Excellent. Are we ready for a round that's called Numbers? Here we go with numbers. Okay, the title of which Joseph Heller novel has entered everyday language to describe a no-win situation? The title of which Joseph Heller novel has entered everyday language to describe a no-win situation? And there is, of course, a clue in the title of the round. What's the sum of all the whole numbers from 0 to 10? I'll give you a moment. What do you get if you add up 0 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10? And then I want you to tell me, what is 4 times 4 plus 4? 4 times 4 plus 4. If there's kids with you, leave that one for them. On a dartboard, what number is at 3 o'clock? On a dartboard, what number is at 3 o'clock? And according to the proverb, how many lives does a cat have? Okay, are we ready for some answers? They are all numbers and they are 22, catch 22, that should have said, of course. Catch 22. 55 is what you get when you add up all the digits up to 10. 20, what was the question there? What was that question? Oh yes, 4 times 4 plus 4. Yep, 6 is the number that you find at 3 o'clock on the dartboard, and 9 lives for a cat. Okay, right, Fiona, this is your moment. We're moving into Bible bits. When I first did one of these online quizzes 6 months ago, there were a few folk said, oh, are there going to be lots of Bible questions? I said, no Bible questions. But there are today. And some of them are easy, and some of them are maybe not. There are 4 Gospels, Matthew, Luke, and John. Who's missing? Matthew, Luke, and John. Who's missing? And then I want you to tell me, in the genealogy of Jesus recounted by Luke, Joseph, Jesus' father, was descended from which of Adam's sons? Genealogy of Jesus in Luke takes us right back to Adam, but the line goes through which of Adam's sons? And then I want you to tell me, who in the Bible had a 3-letter name, a miserable life, and friends called Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite? Who had a 3-letter name, a miserable life, And three friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. And then maybe an easier one. What was the name of the shepherd boy who became the second king of Israel? And Matthew, the disciple of Jesus, had been in which profession? Okay, 5 Bible questions. It's okay, I won't ask. And we'll go to the answers in just a moment. Give you a moment to catch up on those ones. Okay, are we ready for some answers? And the answers we were looking for: Mark, Seth. It wasn't Cain, it wasn't Abel. It was the other one. It was Seth. Job, the miserable 3-lettered name character with 3 friends. David, the second king after Saul. And Matthew was a tax collector. And I see the minister's husband fearing this might be a stumbling block. As long as his better half isn't saying similar. Okay, that was round, I don't know what number it was. It was round Bible bits. What are we at now? Round 3, 4. Okay. So, where are we? That was round 3. So we're at oh, Sheila's on an 8 again. Excellent. Well done, Fiona. Actually, when I saw the question, I thought, oh, that'll be interesting, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I knew it wasn't Abel. An 8 out of 10 there. Okay, from Bible bits we go to board games, and in the next round I want you to tell me the board games that have been masked out from the pictures. Okay, so which board game is that? Thank you, Fiona. We're on round 5. Yep. Okay, the board game. And the next one, which board game is that one there? Well done, Mark and Emily, who got 10 out of 10 for the Bible round, because, yep, you're super holy. Super holy. Well done. Well done. Okay, which game is that one there? And then what's the game here? And the fourth game? Nice easy one for you there. What game name has been blanked out from the middle of the board? And then we're going to this one here. Oh, and I'll do that so you can see where the name has been masked out. Okay, 5 board games, and we're looking for the names there. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for the answers there? Do you know what they all were? Games, great idea. Yeah. And here are the answers. We were looking for Cluedo, the game of life, Cranium, Monopoly, and Risk. Anyone get 5 out of 5 there? 10 points. We're now halfway through, and the quiz. And has anyone got 50 points? Well, I know you don't, because we don't have any perfect scores yet. Anyone over 30? Sheila's on 32. Cameron, 10 out of 10. Games is kind of your thing, though, isn't it? Well, not old-fashioned board games like that. Okay. Good. Too old to know 2 and 3. Game of Life's been around for a long time. Okay. During this week, one of the things that I was doing was putting together a wee video clip for the Strontian Community School building project. The project, in a sense, completed a few years ago, and the children have been in their nice new shiny school for some time and enjoying it. Maybe particularly enjoying being back after a very strange summer this year. The Community School Build project had been invited to be part of an online conference that's taking place. It's taking place online. It was to have been happening in Nova Scotia, and I'm not sure that we were actually invited to attend when it was going to be there, but we had been asked to make an online submission with the story of the project, and a wee video has been put together that will be used for that purpose. And while I was thinking about that and talking to some of the other board of directors, and we were talking about how there's still some work needing done around the school playground and creating a nice learning environment for the children in the grounds in different ways. There's the polytunnel, and there's different things that are there and plans for the future. And there's also a hope that we can look to some photovoltaic cells, some solar panels, and different environmentally friendly things around the school. So funds are still required, and if you are able to make a wee contribution, you'll find some information at strontiancommunityschool.org.uk. Now, we'll get back to the quiz in just a moment. So, yeah, there we go. So we had the games round there, and we're going to science. And the first question is, what is stored in a Leyden jar? Leyden. Leyden jar. Would you store water, electricity, or gas in a Leyden jar? At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit equal? I think that question has featured before. I hope you remember. At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit equal? At what point does it not matter if it's degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius. Which is the ringed planet in our solar system? Which is the ringed planet? Galileo was imprisoned for his heliocentric views. What does heliocentric mean? And on the periodic table, what is the two-letter symbol for gold? The symbol for gold on the periodic table. Okay, that was the science round, and you've got 5 answers, I hope. And I'll tell you what the right answers are in just a moment. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, answers. Oh, answers. Electricity, static electricity is what is stored in a Leyden jar. And -40 is the temperature where Celsius and Fahrenheit meet. Saturn is the ringed planet. Galileo said that the sun was at the centre of the solar system, and the Pope and others got upset about that. He was, of course, right, but he was imprisoned for saying that the sun was at the centre of the solar system, and that the Earth moved around the sun. AU is the symbol for gold on the periodic table. Sheila, 6, better than expected. That's Sheila saying that, just for the avoidance of doubt. Some 8. Oh, nightmare 4. Okay. Is this round... I hadn't numbered the rounds, and where are we at? Are we at 6? We're moving on to the next round, which is all about animals. Are we ready for another round all about animals? Oh, 8 out of 10 is pretty good, but you should have remembered that answer. You should. Okay, animals. The name of which small breed of chicken is also used as a weight category in boxing? Small breed of chicken and boxing. Can you name 3 types of bear? Teddy is not one. I'll tell you that. I want you to tell me 3 types of bear. And then tell me, lemurs are native to only one country. Which one? Where's the only place you're going to find a wild lemur? Emperor, rockhopper, blue prince, macaroni, chinstrap. Which of those is not a type of penguin? Emperor, rockhopper, blue prince, macaroni, chinstrap. Which is not a type of penguin? And the final question in the animal round is the robin has a distinctive red breast. But is it the males, the females, or both that have this feature? No, don't. No, the Christmas cards aren't going to help you, are they? No, it's okay. You all organised for Christmas? Saw something in the news that a third of the population have started Christmas shopping. Okay, are we ready for the answers on the animals? Are you? Are we ready? Okay, what we were looking for was bantam, the boxing weight category, which is the name of a small chicken. I asked for 3 kinds of bear, and if you named 3 from polar, brown, black, panda, sloth bear, Asiatic, Andean, or sun bear. Now I asked for 3, and 2 points is the maximum. If you got 1, you can have 1 point. Okay. Madagascar is the only place you would find a wild lemur. Blue prince penguins do not exist. All the others are types of penguin. And adult robins, male and female, have a red breast. They don't have it as young robins, but they develop the red breast into adulthood. You learn something every day. Okay, are we ready for our world round? And you should see there a world map. And it's sliced into rows and columns. And I want you to tell me, first of all, at which grid reference are you going to find Tasmania? Okay, so I want you to tell me the grid reference for Tasmania. And then I want you to tell me the grid reference where you would find Strontian. And the grid reference in which the Vatican City is situated. And the grid reference for the Caspian Sea. And for the Yemen. So we're looking for 5 grid references. If you think Tasmania is up there top right, then the answer is G1. It's not, but that's how it works. Okay, so we're looking for 5 grid references. Okay, I'll give you a moment or two. Someone want to ping in the chat when you're all done there? Okay, are we ready for the answers? You're still puzzling it out. Okay, we're going to the answers. And what I was looking for was G4, Tasmania, south of Australia. Strontian is going to be at D2, so is the Vatican City. Caspian Sea is the wee wiggly bit in E2. And the Yemen, just to the right of Africa, and Yemen and Oman and Saudi and places like that there. So we were looking for G4, D2, D2, E2, E3. And oh yes, says Fiona. And Cameron, yay. Excellent. Okay, we're now going to Disney for our penultimate round. Penultimate round. And it's Disney questions. And I want you to tell me, what's the name of the prince in The Little Mermaid? What's the name of the prince in The Little Mermaid? Who teaches Mowgli the bare necessities of life? In Toy Story 4, which character is made from trash? In Toy Story 4, which character is made from trash? Captain Hook has a hook, but on which side? Right arm or left arm? Captain Hook. Where's the hook? Sheila's certainly been consistent, returning another 8 there. On track for an 80 out of 100 points. Final question in this round. I want you to tell me, what's the baby's name in The Incredibles? What's the baby's name in The Incredibles? Okay, how are we doing? Let's have a wee, before we go to the answers there. So we have a potential 80 points up to the end of the world round. So how are we doing? 62 I'm seeing. Sheila, if you've been doing consistent 8s, are you at 64? Or no, maybe not. No, we're not entirely consistent there. Sublime to ridiculous. Not so good there, eh? 61. Oh, Dalgety Bay pipping you at the post there with a 62. Anyone else over 60? Oh, well done, Fiona. 60. So anyone's match. There's a few around the 60, 61, 62 mark. Let's see what impact we have when we go to the answers for round number 9, the Disney ones. The answers we were looking for. Oh, well done, Perth and Kinross. A Carol and Marjorie, yes. 70 points, excellent. Oh, and the Kittles are there at 66. Okay, the answers we were looking for. Eric, the prince in Little Mermaid. Baloo taught the bare necessities of life. Forky is the character made from trash. Captain Hook's hook is on his left arm. And Jack Jack is the baby in The Incredibles. Okay, so potential of 90. And before we go to the final round, which is food and drink, let's total up the scores and have a wee bit of a roll call here. Carol and Marjorie, are you up at 80 now? How did you do in that? Only 2, so you're at 72. 72 is the score to beat. We've got a 79 coming in there. Um, 72, 62. Sheila, how are you doing there? 74. Oh, Sheila, we dropped to 63. You're all doing terribly well. Well done, everybody. Yay! Excellent. And one round to go, and it's still kind of anyone's match here. So we're going to go to food and drink, and I want you to tell me creme anglais is known by which English word? Creme anglais is known by which English word? What kind of pastry are profiteroles made from? What kind of pastry are profiteroles made from? What type of pasta has a name meaning little worms? What kind of nuts are used to make marzipan? And what type of food is pumpernickel? Okay, that was the last round. Food and drink. And I'll give you just a second. I'm not going to give you long because these questions are coming from my iPad, which is getting dangerously low on charge. And I can't charge it because I've also got it plugged into the computer. Anyway, let's move swiftly to the final lot of answers. Okay, final answers. We were looking for custard, choux pastry, vermicelli, almonds to make marzipan, and pumpernickel is a bread. So that's all the questions, and we can see how everyone is doing after that. That was the 10th round. 100 points possible. Mark and Emily, 84. Well, 84. Well done. Well done. Oh, Sheila's back in with a 10. Good. Bringing her to 73. We've got a 71 from David, 77. I think 84 is the number to beat. Carol and Marjorie coming in at 80. 80, which is probably a close but no cigar second. I think Mark and Emily still have it at 84. Any advance on 84? Going. God, Disney was our downfall. But Mark and Emily knew their Disney, they knew their food and drink, and I think Mark and Emily are our winners this week. Well done, Mark and Emily. Brilliant. I hope you've all enjoyed the quiz this evening, and I hope you've had a bit of fun, and maybe you learned some obscure facts along the way. And if you have enjoyed tonight, then maybe you can make a wee donation to your local church or a local charity, one of the churches around here. Or if you're looking for other inspiration, then do have a wee look at the Strontian Community Build website. And all contributions, however large, however small, they will make a difference. Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks for all these comments coming in. You've obviously had lots of fun this evening. And next time, middle of October, goodness. Next time, 15th of October. Definitely is Friday the 15th. That was the third version of that before my brain was getting scrambled about which month we're in. Folk talk about the days and the weeks running into each other. I was having month problems earlier on today. 15th of October, we will have our next online quiz, and the final round next time is going to be called Good Night and Goodbye. So you can swat up your different languages for ways that you might say good night. So, oichiva, tud there. What else can we do? I'll need to swat up some of those for next time. Okie dokie. Good night. God bless, and have a wonderful weekend. Whatever you're doing, stay safe. Keep washing your hands. Remember what 2 meters looks like, and know that God loves you all. Good night.